Thank you for tuning in. This is 101.5 KZKA FM, home of the Wolves, here at Los Angeles Academy of Arts and Enterprises. This is an interview made by students for the Los Angeles community to showcase local artists, musicians, politicians, and local creatives. Please enjoy.
Hello, thank you for listening to 101.5 KZKM LPFM Los Angeles. You are listening to Samuel,
Catherine,
and our show is called Meet Your Community. And today we have a band called Order of the Diamond. Tell us about yourself.
First and foremost, thank you all for having me. This is really nice. Who am I? My name is Salvador Gutierrez Aguirre Carmona Carvajal Lopez Perez III, but everybody calls me Sal.
Long name.
That is a very long name. But I am the lead singer / rhythm guitarist and 1/5 of a band called The Order of the Diamond. That's what I do. So I help compose and write the music. Yeah.
Well,
How long have you been playing together in the band, as a band?
I want to say we've been playing together as a band for the last 6 or 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's been something that has been a lot of labor of love, but we've been kind of on hiatus for the last few years. Yeah.
At what age did each of you start playing your instruments?
That's a good question. If the rest of them were here,
Yeah.
they'd be able to give you an answer to that. But for me, I've been playing music, since fifth grade, I think. So back in the 1900s for you all. Yeah, so.
Oh, so you were young.
Yeah, I was young. A lot of my family members played instruments as well. So it was just.
Also, music runs in your family?
Yeah. My mom loved singing. I would always hear her sing in the car when she was cooking, cleaning, things like that. Would join in with her. And same thing with my dad. My dad really loved like oldies music. So
Yeah.
I grew up around music for a really long time. But playing formally instruments, middle school. I started in band and then played clarinet, saxophone, violin, bass,
So, like,
tuba,
every instrument?
Every instrument. I have ADHD.
Oh.
So for me, my instructor was trying to keep me busy. It wasn't because I was talented. It was
Yeah.
because I was annoying. So,
Were there any struggles or challenges you faced while starting a band?
while starting a band, a little bit. I mean, I'm thankful that I had a good friend of mine, Sergio German, who was very much so the individual who assisted me in forming the band. It initially started off as just like a project that I had. I had written some stuff in like high school, and I never did anything with it. And then just from one day to the next, I was like, I want to record this, and I want to be able to put music out for the sake of just getting it out. Yeah. And Sergio was like, well, if you need help, I can help you record it. I can help you compose some of it. And then he got me connected to, a phenomenal bass player in Jocelyn. And then Jimmy, who also is our drummer. So he connected me to these people, and that's kind of how it started. Initially, it was just like, I want to record music and then get rid of it. And then it just kind of turned into like, well, what if we kept performing? What if we kept doing things? And slowly we started integrating different people, and it kind of became it took on its own life, sort of, yeah.
Yeah. How would you describe the type of music you typically create?
I don't know. Like I feel like it's a mixture of a lot of different genres. Like there's folks in the band. So I keep saying the band, like you all know who these people are, but you don't. But it's Jimmy, who's our drummer, Frankie, who's our lead guitarist, Amanda, who plays the keyboards and sings, and then Jose, who plays bass as well. And all of us contribute to the music, but they all come from different backgrounds. Jimmy spent a lot of time with ska music. Amanda actually went to Berklee College of Music, so she studied it formally, and she was doing composition for movies and TV shows, and she actually co-wrote a song with Lady Gaga. Like she has done some pretty incredible things. Jose is also very musically talented. He I think he went to Cal State Dominguez Hill also with a focus in music. And Frankie, he's been playing like metal music forever. So yeah. But in terms of music that we write, it's like a mixture of like indie alternative rock / emo. As you'll hear. Right? But yeah.
What message or emotions do you hope your listeners feel when they hear your music?
I want them to feel sad. No, I don't want you to feel sad. It's feeling anything at all, I think is the goal, right? I think music. I'm a firm believer that music saves people's lives.
Yeah.
Again, like it's one of those things that when you're feeling something, you try and find the right song to go through it. I know for me growing up, like listening to emo music, like if I was sad, I needed to find the perfect song to cry to. So, but yeah, we would like for folks to like hear our music, find the emotion in it, and then if it helps them get through that emotion, then great. But yeah, I want them to feel happy. I want them to smile. Like that's what I want. I don't want anybody to feel sad because they listen to my stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were doing our background check about you, we heard some of your songs were in Spanish. What inspired you to include Spanish in your songs?
I think you all are gonna get me to cry with this question.
Oh no, we're so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's a good cry. I oftentimes think of my mom. My mom is my favorite person, and she invested a lot of time and energy into me as a kid, as a teenager, as an adult, and would always buy me instruments and would make sure that I was practicing. And everything I wrote was in English. And I thought to myself, I was like, my mom understands it, but her primary language is Spanish, and I want to write something for her. So it really was that. There was really no other reason other than me being able to share something with my mom and her just kind of feel it. And when I played it for her, she actually was smiling the whole way through, and then she started crying at the end of the song, and I'm like, why are you crying? And she's like, I've always dreamt of you writing something that I could understand, and now that I have that, like, I'm thankful that I put all that time and energy into you. So, sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, so my mama,
Yeah.
mi madre santa. Thank you, Mom.
Does your anxiety or personal experience influence these themes in your some of your songs?
Yeah. One of the songs, To South Central with Love, I wrote it after I had a really tough therapy session. And my therapist was telling me that I tend to reflect a lot on where it is that I grew up, and I let it just kind of dictate how I operate in the world. And he's like, why don't you write something for it or about it? And I very much so was like, okay. And I after I finished writing it, I couldn't get through the song because it was tough trying to figure out like how do I tell South Central LA that I love it, you know? Because when people think the hood, they think all these negative things, and whenever I think back on my time in South Central, it was always happy. Like it was a community. It's its own, you know, ecosystem where there's checks and balances, and it's something that I'm very proud of. I tell people all the time, like, well, where are you from? Like, born and raised in South Central LA. Like that's where I'm from because that's my neighborhood, and that's what I'm gonna always rep. But yeah, I think that personal experience was always oftentimes also what influences the music, you know?
What is your favorite song to perform?
For a really long time, my favorite song to perform was one that I wrote for my kids called Lights, Action, Camera. I wrote it. Each one of the verses is a different book that I used to write. I used to read to them when they were babies. And it's based off of a Broadway musical and movie as well that Carole King actually recorded music for. That one used to be my favorite to perform because my kids really liked it. Over time, I'll say that the Spanish one, Sin Cadenas, was my favorite one to perform just because it gave me an opportunity to kind of force the listener to think in a different language, which is also nice. But yeah, that one I would say.
So far, what has been your biggest accomplishment in your life or in your band?
Whoa, that's big. As a band or my personal life? Wow.
You can answer both.
I can answer both. I can answer both. As a band, I would say that my biggest accomplishment was, or I would say for me in the band, my biggest accomplishment was being able to just perform with these people. Like just to go from, you know, Sergio's garage to then a stage and have like a full set list of music that we all worked on and put a lot of love and care into was a huge accomplishment. For me personally, the biggest accomplishment I've ever had in my entire life was being a dad. like having my girls. Like I've always wanted to be a dad since I was in high school. I've always wanted girls, and I lucked out that I have two amazing. Hi Toya, hi Shosh. I have two amazing little girls that I have the privilege and opportunity to learn about and raise and teach. You know, I get to put into the world a lot of really cool stuff through them, and they're my biggest accomplishments for sure.
No, that's great. If you could open a show for any artist, who would it be?
Taking Back Sunday. That's always going to be my answer. Taking Back Sunday. They're actually my favorite band. They were a huge influence on me writing and recording music.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the luxury of being able to see them live a few times. My kids really like them as well. And they actually performed a few months ago, and I got to take my daughters to the concert. And the little one was crying. And I couldn't figure out why. I was like, Mommy, like, why are you crying? She's like, she's like, I don't know what I'm feeling, but I feel really happy that I'm watching them. And I'm like, that's how I feel whenever I go to concerts. And she's like, but no, she's like, I'm happy that I'm watching them with you. Because like for her, it was the experience of watching them was great, but like her being able to do it with the person who introduced them to her. Yeah. I think was the part of it that she very much so was the happiest about. So yeah, that was 100% Taking Back Sunday is who I would have put for. So if they're listening, just know I'm free for the next few months. Go ahead. Sorry.
Besides music, what are some hobbies or interests you enjoy?
I love video games. Video games is one of my favorite things. I love skateboarding. I still do that even at the tender age of 37. I still skate. I play soccer from time to time. I love puzzles. It sounds super nerdy, but I do enjoy puzzles. Yeah. And just writing in general. I like journaling. I like writing about my day, the things that I see. Hobbies. That would say that.
What type of video games?
So RPG games, so role-playing games. So my favorite game of all time is Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Oh, good one.
Yeah. And fun fact, and super nerdy, I used to speedrun the game, which is like getting from point A to point B as quickly as possible. And at one time, I was ranked in the top 10 of the world of how quickly I beat the game, which was like 26 minutes and some odd seconds. And then I had about 10 world records that I had to my name, and I'm still to this day ranked number 1 in Mexico. So if anybody wants to take that crown for me, good luck. But yeah. So.
What advice would you give to young audience who want to start a band?
Be true to yourself. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to like write how you feel and don't be scared to share who you actually are. I think that's one of the major things. Oftentimes we get in your own head of like writing music, is this gonna suck? Is anybody gonna actually listen to it? And I think once you get past that barrier, it opens you up to so much more creatively. You're able to kind of do a lot more and really test boundaries.
What does success look like for you or the Order of Diamond in the next 5 years?
Success. Actually putting out an album, that would be great. I think we always put out like one song, then 3 songs, and then 1 song. I would like for it to just be one solid album. I think that would be success. At this point, success is really just being able to get the project and see it all the way through. That's really the goal for the next 5 years. We had been on hiatus, and at this point, I'm trying to reconnect and put myself back out there because it's emotionally taxing to be in front of people and performing. So, yeah, that's the goal for me in the next 5 years. I don't know, get a good job, pay my bills, keep a roof over my kids' heads. I don't know. Yeah.
How old are your girls?
My oldest Toya, she's gonna be 11 next month on the 4th, and then Shoshi is 9. She just turned 9 in February. So yeah, they're little babies. They're always gonna be little babies. Now I understand why our parents say that so frequently. Yeah. Like siempre vas a ser mi bebé. Like that makes sense now. Yeah, but yeah, they're good kids.
Once again, thank you for listening to 101.5 KZKA of LPFM Los Angeles. Please stay tuned for more content like this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
And now, introducing our musical guest.
You're listening to 101.5.
wake up with morning dew, see the light shining through the hole in my window, and I think about just how I'll leave this town, 'cause the lights won't dim in the course of this winter round here will not keep me here much longer now, 'cause I need this town to listen to me now. Both feet back on the floor, 'cause I can't take this no more. All the mindless chatter, laughter scattered, all these frigid thoughts I can't seem to bring to the ground, 'cause my mind's too high to look at heaven. I'd be looking down this bottle, push myself outside into the crowd. And my indecisions, all my visions, I'm standing on solid ground. Take me away from this place. I cannot stay one more day. And all I'll see is living free with nothing holding me back. And I'll take my chance, find somewhere fast where I can truly be made. Truly be made. Up to morning dew, see the light shining through the hole in my window. After all this time, you always seem to know what's right, what's right. It begs the question, well, who's in charge of this? Not I. Well, it happens every single time. And now from what it seems, we trample over each other's dreams, and long before we fall asleep. So save me, or would you say that both of us have time from all this time? It seems crazy, not even after all these years gone by, we live to fight every time. Oh, every time. So what's the takeaway? We seem to take it day by day. We're mindful of the things we say, 'cause we both know that I'll call you out from time to time. No longer will I let this die. So save me, or would you say that both of us have time from all this time? It seems crazy, not even after all these years gone by, we live to fight. So here am I, just trying to find the perfect lines to make things right. save me, 'cause maybe I wouldn't know how to get by. So save me, or would you say they're both to accept time from all this time? It seems crazy, not even after all these years gone by, we live to fight, well not this time, well not this time. Que te vi, pensé que era para ti. La distancia te fascina, va creciendo cada día. El tiempo pasa y nada cambia, lo que no sabía, pero tengo mis teorías. No puedo seguir viviendo yo así. Déjame ir lejos de aquí sin cadenas. Duele sonreír estando contigo, da pena. ¿Cuánto tengo que doler? Me voy a enloquecer, quedando aquí, siendo infeliz contigo. En que te vi, pensé que yo era para ti. Yo quería tenerte cerca, pero caí en dependencia. No sabía que eras ciego, me robaste las armas de pelear, pero no fue mi culpa. Nunca más me vas a controlar. No puedo seguir viviendo yo así. Déjame ir lejos de aquí sin cadenas. Duele sonreír estando contigo, da pena. ¿Cuánto tengo que doler? Me voy a enloquecer, quedando aquí, siendo infeliz contigo. Puedo seguir viviendo así. Prefiero estar solo y feliz sin ti y tus cadenas. Feliz sin tus cadenas, sin ti. Thank you.